all basically a game. We're all here to play the game, and we're all hopefully going to play it well, but some people obviously can't play it well. The world is made up of people with either killer instincts or without killer instincts, and the people that seem to emerge are the people that are competitive.
In this world today, why is success a bad thing? Why, if you're a millionaire, you're evil. If you're a billionaire, you're the Antichrist. Why? Because of their pathetic jealousy. That's all it is, jealousy. Seth, you're worried that some people don't like you in the locker room? Hell, if you ain't making enemies, you ain't making money. If everybody doesn't hate you, then you are not living up to your full potential. And everybody here wants to say, well, at least you'll sleep well at night. Sleep? Who has time for sleep? I would rather eat well than sleep well. I would rather drive a nice car, fly in a private plane, live in a mansion, live the good life, Seth. You get one shot at life, one shot, one go around in this world. You take life and you grab it by the throat and you make it give you everything you want and screw everybody else. I don't run from my past. I'm not a good person. I never have been a good person.
He only cares about himself and legal morals.
Triple H has no conscience. Tonight, Triple H doesn't care about anybody but himself.
You think one match makes someone the best? You think one match makes a man the best? You think putting a belt around your waist one time means that you're the best? I got news for you. What makes you the best is coming to this ring and defending a title night after night, month after month, year after year. That's what makes you the best. And that's what I've done. And whether you like it or not, I have beaten them all. And that's why this morning, when I got up, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I still knew without a shadow of a doubt that I am the best at what I do, that I am the greatest professional wrestler alive today.
What's going on with it? What's going on with it? This is the Apostle Mac. Back with you with another video. Grab your seats, grab your food, grab your beverages, because I'm about to bring in some heat. It's been a long time. It has been a minute. And I'm here today to bring some wisdom to y'all. And in today's video, I'd like to talk about you got to be the serpent in order to win in this game in today's age. You got to be the serpent. In other words, you got to be the programmer. You got to be the one that is literally playing chess in this shit. You see, ever since we were young, ever since we were kids, ever since we were little, you've been conditioned to play by the rules and conform. And of course, for a period of time, that's all right, especially if you go into school, especially if you got a square job that you're doing for a temporary moment. But then if you're an individual that likes to ascend yourself into a great realm in this third world reality, you got to be you gotta be a monster in this bitch, you feel me? And you gotta unleash that dark side. You see, nobody is really going to save you at the end of the day. When it comes to you making money, you gotta do that on your own. unless you got a special or unique occupation, and that's a different story. But even with that, it takes a great level of finesse, a great level of strategy, a great level of thinking in order for you to achieve the life that you want and to proceed into a level of making sure that whatever occupation that you're doing is sustainable. You understand? See, this is one thing I've learned when I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for a year, and I just recently came back here, but it's only going to be temporary. But I realized that in this world, people do not play fair. They do not play fair. You think that, oh, you playing by the rules, you making sure that you don't step in on anybody's toes is all right, and you know, you're being noble. And yes, that may be true. But again, you got certain people that would do anything just to win. And they might con just to win. And look, I'm not saying for you to be immoral, and I'm not saying for you to do some trifling shit. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you always playing by the rules, you always making a point to, you know, to be comfortable with everybody. It's the reason why you're losing in this game. And I used to be one of those people. Believe it or not, I used to be one of those people at a certain period of my life, until I realized that, hey, you got to really be a beast out in this motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? Or else you be deceased in this game, you dig? Or else you won't be remembered unless, or you just, you know, fall by the wayside. A great example is what's going on in today's society. It's an extremely competitive environment in the country of United States of America. It is extremely competitive. And as the years go on, as the months goes on, and even as the days go on, it is becoming more apparent that the frequency of competitiveness is literally shifting to the point where it is really becoming known. You feel me? It's to the point where if you are getting comfortable, you're fucked. And that's another thing. You making a point to really do what you gotta do. And people would chastise you and ridicule you and gaslight you for pursuing your goals and doing what you want to do, and then calling you the bad guy. My brother, sometimes you got to be that bad guy. Sometimes you got to be that villain. Even sometimes you might be the motherfucking devil in their eyes and the motherfucking antichrist, but you still do what the fuck you gotta do, because why? You don't give a fuck, because it's your motherfucking life. You know what I mean? You're gonna motherfucking strive for the best of your life. You understand? And whoever's gonna cry like a little bitch, they can go fuck themselves. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Because it's your life at the end of the day. Nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you get to where you want to be in this world. Nobody is gonna help you, or nobody is gonna, you know, hold your hand. Yes, maybe if you're a child, yeah. Maybe, you know, if you're a woman, y'all definitely. You know, women do have those privileges to an extent. But if you're a man, no. And there's a saying by Martin Luther King. He mentioned that If you're not willing to die for something, you're not even fit to live. See, a lot of people in this world exist. They're just surviving, but they're not living. You understand? They're not living. Because why? They don't have principles. They're not willing to do whatever it takes for them to get to where they want to be. There is a beginning clip that I put on, and it was actually one of my favorite heel wrestlers, Triple H. Shout out to him. Now he's the owner of WWE, but you already know how WWE is now. It is pretty terrible when it comes to creative and their whole storytelling and matches nowadays. It's going down to shit. But Triple H mentioned that he is not a good person. Not a good person. And he talked about how it doesn't take one match or one moment for you to be the best. It is repetition. It is consistency of work and staying on top. See, it's one thing about you being on top and achieving it, but it's another thing where you have to be consistent every single day. Night after night, month after month, year after year. Get into it. Sometimes you may not feel like it, but when you have something that you have to achieve, it is necessary for doing whatever you have to do to make sure that you accomplish whatever you got to achieve. And it's another thing that I would like to say, and you might have not heard this from anybody. And I just recently had to download a revelation about this. Me personally.
Right. There's some technical issues with that video, but just on what I was elaborating on from the time I was shooting the booty, right? Work is an energy, a frequency of struggle. You see, you're struggling to get something. And with my life and with what I've witnessed with most people, you know, they work, but they ain't getting no motherfucking results, you feel me? They just doing things. But yes, you know, they might be, you know, doing their thing, but they're not really prospering. And that's majority of people. And there's people that don't really do much work, but they're getting results. You see, you have to have the mindset. You must have the frequency where everything that you do, you dominate, you conquer. You understand? Because if you dominate and conquer something, it means, right, you are getting results. It means that you are doing the right things and you are just conquering, and bro, you're killing it. You're killing it. That's why some people, you know, they make money and you hear that feeling, it doesn't even feel like work, because they're just doing their thing. They're having fun. They're living. And that is the frequency, that's the vibe that you gotta get into. Bro, this whole shit is just a fucking illusion, bro. We are little spirits living the human experience. Just roaming around here, just learning about the mysteries and really having fun in this bitch, bro. It ain't that deep, bro. It ain't that deep. Where one day this body's gonna die and we're gonna go back into the spirit world. You know what I mean? We're gonna go back into the ether. You know what I mean? Be tapped in. Man, this phone keep on dropping, man. What the fuck? It's all good because I'm gonna still continue with this video. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna spread this knowledge because I know y'all need this knowledge. Y'all need this wisdom, if you feel me, to move and groove in this game of life. So, yeah, man. Bro, the word work it's just a turn off to me. I don't work, bro. I dominate, you feel me? I don't grind. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a living dime, right? That makes good results with my time. That's the type of individual I am. You feel me? So it's just, bro, the words that we use, man, we gotta be careful because we've been taught, we've been conditioned to believe certain things. And bro, you always gotta question certain things and ask yourself, man, like, bro, is this a limiting belief or is this helpful to my life? Because, bro, if you're a living person, right, that is awakened, bro, sometimes, not even sometimes, bro, most of the time you actually gotta be delusional, bro. Real talk. Because these people that are slaves to this dualistic world, they'll tell you to get in reality and they're not even happy with themselves. They tell you to get in reality, but they're not living, they're just existing. They tell you to get in reality, but these are the same people for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, 20, 30, 40 years, they're still living the same fucking lives. Do you want that? No. That's why you're on here. Or that's why you listen to people like me. You know what I mean? Because we understand the bullshit and the conditionings that has fucked us up for so many years. And it has not helped us. Anyways, this is Apostle Mac. I'm out this bitch.